bolts. Let those cool. See what happens. Also, under these. Because I was thinking about doing this. But I'm not sure. Did you find a tube? Needs to be big enough to go around the square thing here. Put saddle on there. Alright, welcome to Road Coach Garage. I can pick up some stuff. We're working on the front end. Real show. Area. Got several things I need to get finalized. One is this grill shell and radiator situation. And there's a lot of things that go with that. Such as the radiator has to go in it. And you gotta somehow plumb to it. I'm not quite sure what to do yet. Also, I talked about a bumper. So what I'm thinking is bending. Get my bender out. Maybe something kind of like that. A little more bendy. Squint my eyes a little bit. I think that will look alright.
Well, I heard you say something about a bend, so that's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
envision.
well, I'm envisioning the center will be a point,
Okay.
and then it will go out and then bend into the bolts. In other words, the end will terminate right into the head of the bolt. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
So you won't see the head of the bolt anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a nut on the other side of it. So that's how you can take the bumper on and off. Would be to undo the two nuts and then slide it straight out. I've also thought about a couple of things for the grill shell. I mean, it's very Packard-ish right now. And another thing too, it will always, I think, I like the front. I don't mind the Packard look in the front. What I was thinking about doing, as far as the lines going back to the cowl, just hiding the lines a little more. These here. In fact, I don't know, did I have any more 1-inch strap left?
We just bought another stick.
Oh, okay. True. fact, I will go get. So, what I was thinking is the back of the Packer grill has that notch, which the notch terminated before it got back to the cow on the Packer. So my idea is to actually, from that line, come around. Now that's really two different concepts here. Rounding it is one concept as far as the back goes. Points is the second one. This point's going to be a little shorter. And the other one's longer. So it's not taking away all of the Packard look. It's just, I don't know, reshaping it. Now, this is only a rough concept of what I was thinking. Because when you actually do it, it'll be smoothed out a lot better than that tape is doing. At least I hope. That one area would be kind of more flush than what it is right now. See if I can get that looks a little better. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking the right side. Quite a bit. And even if I do have a line coming up around, I don't dislike that line. I can also kind of maybe give it kind of a scallop, which wouldn't hurt. This line come from there. Back around to that. different concepts. Now the round, taking a piece of strap and rounding the back is a separate one. That's rounding the back of the cow, or the grill. My two separate concepts would be coming down with this side shorter, or this side coming down to the, basically taking this and kind of, and then I had another idea was from this point back, scalloping this like this. Notice how this is raised here. What do you think?
Well, I was looking at it earlier,
Okay.
and I don't mind this. I mean, because to me, it kind of flows into this. But that's my eye and what I'm seeing. But if you don't like it, honey, you can make it whatever.
Well, I mean, to me, it just looked like it was running downhill, and then it makes the lean back of the grill shell look like it's a grill shell that needs to be tall, more straight up and down, versus leaning back. I don't know. It's just me. Because when I look at this line on this side, it's going downhill. Right? I mean, it's not a lot. But take me.
Oh, it's totally up to you, sweetheart.
No.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. See, it shoots down to like the back of the exhaust or something. The only reason I can think of is what reasons like that is because the nose, we're tilting it back and we're flattening the top to meet the top of the cow.
Right.
And on the Packard itself, that probably, from that hood line, drops down. It slopes. So then the sidelines go straight back to where that bead would be on a Packard. See, a Packard doesn't, I went and looked at them, it doesn't keep that body line notch, the Packard notch, doesn't stay all the way back. It disappears before it hits the cow.
Yeah.
So it's gone. So I had also kicked around putting that notch in the cow. Or finishing it. In other words, it would be a notch, but it would have like a scallop on the back of it. So it would look like the car didn't have the hood on. And you'd see the scallop lines line up. But when I looked, the Packard didn't have anything on the cow. It flattened out. So what I'm trying to do is the opposite, I guess. Would be make that line disappear at the end of the grill shell. Mostly. Now, you still have the Packard front look to do, but it fades off into a round. And then we can also incorporate a scallop area back to the hood ornament. See how
Yeah, I saw the line that you drew.
yeah, so this would come back around here. This here, well, one, I have to fill this hole anyway. this is the mount, right? For the one. So the king toad, this will get cut, flat, smooth. I could even bring this back to a point. So then we have a scallop here, and this comes to a point at the end. This disappears.
Okay.
The strap goes in here. So then that evens up the back of
Grill.
the grill. And this, I'm not sure what to do with this yet.
Yeah.
Well, again, it has to be strong. This front has to be strong to hold that radiator.
And grill.
Well, yeah, especially the grill. The radiator, grill, headlights, so it has to be a pretty tough bracket. So much so that I think I'm gonna have to put we're gonna need some other type of, probably some kind of a,
Dusted.
yeah. Because eventually I want to weld this to the bolted plate here. So then this could be removed if we needed to. Which probably means we do some kind of a plate here and bolt it to the frame. But back to this is somehow to finish maybe I just we can do this, but bring the grill out to here, which may be a good way of doing the transition. That this arches here, right?
Oh, bring the grill
Yeah,
back to here.
this arch comes up.
Okay.
And then this comes out, which that also adds more ability to connect the shroud to it, because this is going to need to be shrouded, especially if I use a regular mechanical fan, like the fan up the wall there, or whatever.
Now, have you put the fan on to see if that steering rod's out of the way?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, we're 10.5 inches to this set screw, which most fans are like 19. That's probably a 19 there.
Okay.
It's about 10.5, 11 to there. So, yeah, I think a 19-inch fan would be fine.
With the wind tunnel built in.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm envisioning is there'll be the round shroud, and then it will go out and cut the grill. Probably 4 pieces that will meet the grill, so it becomes almost a venturi in a sense. So when
You
it's,
think you're gonna have to use an electric fan too?
well, I'm trying to get around not using electric fan.
I just think it's, the space between the fan and where the radiator's gonna be is gonna be too far.
Well, that's where the shroud comes in.
Well, I get.
Well, I
get
mean,
that.
Monte Carlo. Monte Carlo must have had 1.5 feet.
Really,
Yeah.
that's a ways.
Oh, well, because like the 74, 70, maybe, yeah, I think 70, 74, 76 maybe. The front nose came out so much to a point that, I don't know, the shroud, I think was about that deep.
Wow.
Now, it had a very large crossflow in addition to it. But the better the shroud fits to the fan, and the air can be drawn through it, the better it works. Also why instead of a 20 or 28 to 39, 31 radiator, I try to go to a larger 33, 34, which has got a bigger tank and a little taller. Or at least it seems to be taller. Which I think will all play out. I hope.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So the plumbing and stuff, we'll have to work out as we go, but my intent is though I will have a crossover lower pipe.
I didn't even
Yeah.
think about that.
Oh, no, I've
Oh
been thinking from
my
the beginning.
gosh.
So it will have, it's gonna have a basically a metal pipe that mounts from here to here. Or I should say, an intermediate pipe that goes from here down, and then that gets an elbow on it, and that gets an elbow, and then that should be fine. And of course the top will come out, and I may do something similar, or we may utilize the hood brace to come to the top one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild. I ain't worried about the top one as much as I am that bottom one.
Well, I'm gonna use the line won't be, no, it has to go over the top of the accent course,
Yeah.
and then down. The lower pipe too is also usually larger.
Ouch. Are we gonna upgrade our water pump? Or you don't feel like there's any need to?
I don't know what you mean upgrade. I don't know if they make a higher velocity one or not. 1.75 inches, so that's both 1.75 inches bottom.
What's in that box?
This is a nibbler,
Oh, where'd you get that?
from Amazon.
Okay.
It's a different. Thank you.
Wow.
It's an electric nibbler versus air. You gotta put it on the grill, which, because I don't do.
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's electric, but you have to put it
Well,
on
then
a
you're in for a treat.
Okay. Education, I like it.
You are in for a treat. I'll even let you open it up.
Okay. just said it's weird
Okay.
as hell. Says your battery's running low.
Alright, well, maybe that'll be it for right now. Signing off for a road-toed garage. Remember I say, you do you. Don't do me. Go out in the garage and have fun. God bless. And toad out.
Here, I don't want to be a party pooper, but you're throwing all kinds of sparks and shit.
Oh, sweetheart, yeah. No, you're not a party pooper. I appreciate it. What are you talking about? See stuff like that, you let me know. I agree, I totally forgot about it. I'm not thinking about it. Here. It's, these can go back in the box back there in the back, far away from the sparks.
Paper.
Yeah, marker. Marker.
Yeah.
What is this flat? Then this is going to do a bevel. Well, well, big. And then expect me to which way? In other words, if this radius has to come here, we have this. This is so
And the top.
well, it should close. No, here's a bumper. In order to use this tool, you must be smarter than the tool.
I'm not smarter than the tool.
If you're reading this, if you're open, you are. That's what, if you're reading this, you're open, you are. Okay.
Oh, honey. Good grief.
We went down there somewhere.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
Okay.
It's just not in reach.
Stop.
You don't even know what it was, do you? Do you?
It was a thing.
Yes,
that.
it is.
You know that.
It is a thing.
It was a thing. I know that.
That's an extra blade.
Oh, is that what that is?
Be careful, it's sharp.
Oh, really? Ouch. See, you know all about it already,
No,
lady.
I still am skeptical. I do not like that handle at all. That ain't gonna last.
Really?
Mm-mm. And take the one off the hammer drill.
Handle says, I'm going to prove you wrong.
Okay. That'd
Right,
be
so-
nice.
So, I know one thing about these.
What's
They
that?
They make a mess.
Wow.
Yeah.
Welcome
You
to
mean-
the club.
Me in this clean shop here? Is that right? Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Do you want a clamp? Clamp to the table?
Probably should.
You want a vice clamp or a C clamp?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the big, flat-footed vice grips.
Deep throat or?
C ones, yeah. No, I don't want it to be a deep one. The little ones. And not as small, large as Bobcat. I'm not sure about that. Any other
There's one more and one ones. Something as well.
Yeah.
Mm.